Did you know that May is Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month? Yes. How are you going to celebrate? It is important to celebrate because Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islanders are not represented hardly ever. Hardly ever. So we need a normalized conversation and highlight and spotlight and bring this population into the mainstream. And let's live by example. So, what will you be doing? I have some different ideas on where you can start. And first of all, just add Asian Americans and PIs to your networks on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Facebook, on IG, and all your different channels. I think it is good to hear from some educators and advocates. You can follow me. I'm Jolene Jang. But also, if you have a hobby, if you're into music, well, find Asian American musicians. If you are into sports, then find those particular folks. And so just try and diversify. I did this a couple of years ago and it's really mind blowing, like, oh, I didn't know that. And very interesting. And it made me very proud because I don't see Asian Americans hardly ever. So that's something simple you can do. And ask if you're around a school or what are they doing to celebrate the month, and ask them, well, what did you do for Black History Month? Well, let's look at that template of what of the different events you did, and let's modify it and see if we can do that for Asian Americans as well. Same thing at your workplace or organization or a place where you volunteer. How are we celebrating? Again, what did we do for Black History Month? And try and adapt to that. There are many ideas as well. If you go to my website, jolenejang.com, there are lots of different resources and articles and Asian allies. We are working really hard to put together a list and links for you to do so you can help people around you. I would also say just think about when you purchase something, go to an Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander owned company. And also go directly, if you're buying food, go directly to the company opposed to going through a delivery service. So then they actually can make some money. And broaden your reading book list. We also have created a book list of Asian authors and Asian centered books. And, read, add to your list and watch Netflix. There's an Asian, it was a year ago that Asian American, they did it for Black History Month. So they created an Asian American um, category as well. And it's really good. As an Asian American, it is very exciting to see more than one Asian and not play a caricature. So I usually don't watch anything but news. But I made my way to look at some of these and it's so exciting. It's like, oh, Asian, 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 really exciting. And just invite more Asian API information into your daily life, and you'll find it's actually it's pretty neat. So start there.